Hello and welcome to another edition of Will's Grill Shack. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make the best barbecue roast potatoes you could possibly dream of. Now today I'm answering one of my Instagram's most asked questions: how do I get my roast potatoes so crispy and so good looking? So I thought the easiest way to do this is to make a video and show you guys exactly how I do it in the barbecue and what equipment I use and the method that I use. And don't forget guys, if you are new here, hit that subscribe button for more tips, tricks and recipes just like this. And if you're new to this channel, don't forget I have got an Instagram page where I post daily content and live cook-alongs. It should just be here, so head on over there, check it out, and I'll see you over there. So first off, I'm going to take you over to the bench and I'm going to show you how I peel and slice the potatoes and what size rough potato I'm going to be using. You want to get yourself some Maris Piper potatoes. These are just from a local supermarket, and let's get these out of the bag. Okay, so we just want to peel the skin off of this, so just using a potato peeler. Okay, so they're all peeled now. This is the important part. You want to get your sizing right. So we're going to go down there, like so. Now I like big old roasties, because no one likes a small roastie. So those are the sort of sizes that I would go with. Look, nobody likes a small potato. So I like big, massive roast potatoes. You just can't beat them. So that's why I cook them into bigger chunks, and I find it's a lot better that way. So now I'm going to take you into my kitchen because I don't have a gas stove out here to boil the potatoes. So I'm going to take you into the kitchen and I'm going to show you how I boil them and how long I boil them and the test that we're going to be doing on it. Okay, so we put them into some water and just make sure they're fully submerged. Crank on the heat and let's get this water boiling. We've got 1 tablespoon of salt here that we're just going to sprinkle in and just mix that up. And while those potatoes are boiling away, we're going to set up the big green egg, and I'm going to go and show you how to do that now. Okay, so you want to set up your barbecue for indirect cooking at 200 degrees. So as you can see here, we've got the heat deflectors in on the extra large big green egg. Then you want to grab yourself a large cast iron pan. This is a Petromax, the biggest one that they do. It's really good for roast potatoes. I'm just going to pop that straight on to the grates. I'm just going to close that lid down and let that come up to temperature. Okay, so the cast iron has warmed through now, and we're going to put 5 tablespoons of this rapeseed oil into the pan. And I say 5 tablespoons, I'm not measuring, but that's roughly what it is. Just like that. And then we're just going to let that heat up in the pan. So that massive Petromax pan, I will put a link in the description below where you can get hold of one, because it is literally the best cast iron pan I've ever owned. And while the potatoes are boiling, we can get our garlic ready. So I like to use 3 good size garlic bulbs for this. And what we're going to do is just slice off the end caps because they're always hard, but we like those. And then we're just going to smash down on the garlic, just like that, and it just releases all the flavour. Peel off the skin, and that is what we're going to put into the potatoes. Okay, so these have been bubbling away now. I'm just going to do a little knife test. There should be a little bit of resistance there. You don't want it to go all the way through, and those are absolutely perfect. Okay, so we're now going to put these onto this drying rack and just space them out nicely. Just make sure these are all nicely spaced out. And then we're just going to sprinkle these, all of them, with salt all over the top. We're just using the Malden sea salt here. I find it's the best for this kind of thing. And we're just going to make sure it's all nicely sprinkled over the top. Now we're going to leave these here for 10 to 15 minutes to just dry out and just let that crust really get on the outside of them. As I said there, it's really important that you leave those there for 15 to 20 minutes for like a crust to form on the outside of the potato. And we'll come back in 15 minutes and I'll show you what they look like. Okay, so here are the potatoes on the bench. As you can see, they're looking really nice and crusty, which is what we're looking for. So the temperature of the big green egg is stabilized at 200 degrees. It's been like that for about 15 minutes now with the oil in the pan. So these are ready to go. So let's go and put these onto the barbecue. Okay, so we're now going to pop these into the pan. You should hear them sizzle, just like that, which means that the oil is nice and hot to pop them in. Now you can see they're all in there, so we're going to grab our garlic and we're just going to spread this out over the pan, just like so. Now we're going to leave those for 10 minutes before we do anything. Okay, so we are 10 minutes on and it's time to turn these. I'm using these tongs here, which have got like a flat base there, which means that it doesn't rip any of the potato. So what we're going to do is just turn them over, just like so. And just do this with all of them, where you just turn them over, coat them in that lovely oil. And that's those all turned, so we're going to put back in another 10 minutes. Okay, another 10 minutes on, you can see here we're starting to get a little bit of a crust form on one side, so now it's time to turn them again. So we're just going to turn them all over as we did the first time, and just keep doing that, and we're going to come back in another 10 minutes and have a look at them. Okay, so these have now been in this pan for 30 minutes and you can see they're looking good, nice, but not crusty enough for how I like them, and not got that lovely golden glaze yet around the outside. So we're just going to give them another quick turn and we'll pop back in another 10 minutes. Okay, 40 minutes in now, and these are really starting to look and take shape and looking decent. The big green egg has maintained the 200 degrees all the way through absolutely perfectly. So we are literally just going to give these another quick turn, and I think we're probably about 15 minutes away from these being done. So we're 15 minutes on, which means that they've been in the pan now for 55-ish minutes. So as you can see, these are now looking absolutely pucker, really, really good. So we're just going to give them one more turn, and then I think after 5 more minutes, just like that, we're going to get them off and I'll show you what they look like. Yep, these are ready. We're at the 1 hour mark and these are perfect to how I like them. So let's get them off, we'll get them onto the bench, and we'll take a closer look at them, and we're going to slice one up and show you how good it is. Okay, so I'm just going to show you the inside of this one. Nice crunchy exterior and nice and fluffy on the inside, what you want. Oh, they're just so good. And I'll tell you now, I had 6 or 7 potatoes on my plate. Absolutely amazing. Every single time I do this, we had some family round today and they all just absolutely love it. It's a no-brainer. You have to try these potatoes. They're lovely and crunchy on the outside and really nice and fluffy on the inside. That is the perfect roast potato. And to be able to do them on the barbecue means that you get that lovely charcoal taste to them, and it just goes down an absolute storm. So that is how I do my roast potatoes. Give them a cook, tag me on Instagram and let me know how you got on and whether your family and friends found it a killer recipe just like mine have. As always guys, if you enjoyed this video, hit that subscribe button below, hit the like button, and join me next time on Will's Grill Shack. Thanks for watching.